Alright, just a subnetting practice video. So there are 4 things we'll want to get at the end of this. The first thing is we'll want a range. So based on this IP with this subnet mask, we'll need to know the range. Okay, we should probably just write out the subnet mask. It's not a big deal. Number 3 should be, let's go ahead and get ourselves a network ID. And the 4th thing can be a broadcast ID. So there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I like to do it the long and hard way because eventually you'll just get used to it. So let's turn all these numbers into bits. So for 192, we'll start with the first bit being on because that's in the 128 spot. Below that is 64. So what happens when we add those two together, we get 192. So to make that number, I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm done. Alright, to make 168, I could have 1 right here. So I have 128. And then what can I add to that? Well, let's subtract 168 from 128 to figure that out. Alright, so I need enough bits to get 40 more. So I'll put a 0 there because 64 is too big. 32 is not, so there we go. So 40 minus 32 is 8, so I could get one of those. We got 128, 64, 32, 16. That's not what I'm looking for. But 8 right there is the one I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, doing good. Maybe erase some of this to give myself some room to work with. All right, 252 would be easy because 255 is when all of them are on. So if I just subtracted this, subtract 252 away from 255, I have 3. So what I need to do is just make sure the last 2 bits are off. And then to make a 0, that's easy. Okay, and make sure to pause if you need to give yourself some time. So /24 means the first 24 bits are on in the subnet mask. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 8 is 24, and now we are good. So why did I do all that? Well, I need to take these two numbers and AND them together to get the network ID. In this case, that's pretty easy. When you're ANDing, all you're doing is looking for areas where there's a 1 and a 1, and then bringing down that 1. So essentially, all of this is going to be brought down to be the exact same, which means my network ID is 192, 168, 252. Well, 0 right here. So to find the range, all I have to do is add 1 here. So all of this, so let's do this, 192.168.252.1 is my first computer in the range. And now that I know the subnet mask works in a box like that, to get my broadcast ID, all I have to do is turn these to all ones. So that's the, let me do this right there. And having all 8 bits on is a really easy type of math. So we're looking at this. All right, so this is the broadcast ID, which means the last computer in my series would be 254 because I'm just going to minus 1 to get that last computer. So, right, that would just be a 0. All right, so I have, I think, all my information I needed to get. This right here is my range. This right here is my broadcast ID. Over here, the .0 is my network ID. Oh, and the subnet mask. That's just so easy. A subnet mask would look like this. That is when you have all 24 bits on. Let me end the video with giving you one to do all by yourself. Alright, so that's the one you can do on your own and show me in class.